Have you ever wondered why so many seniors feel an overwhelming sense of sadness after turning 75? You see, retirement is supposed to be the golden era of life, a time of relaxation, travel, and finally doing what you love. But for millions of older adults, especially those in their late 70s and beyond, reality often looks very different. Instead of joy, many find themselves feeling lost, lonely, and even depressed. Studies show that depression rates in seniors significantly rise after age 75, yet it remains one of the most overlooked mental health issues in America. People often mistake it for just getting old or slowing down. But the truth is, something deeper is happening. And if we don't address it, it can steal the very best years of our lives. So today, we're going to uncover why retired seniors often feel depressed after 75 and, more importantly, how to fix it. If you've ever felt a sense of emptiness, if you've watched a loved one withdraw from life, or if you're simply curious about what lies ahead, this video is for you. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest challenge you've faced in retirement? Drop a comment below because your experience might help someone else feel less alone. And if you find this topic important, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video that could change your life. Now, let's get into the first reason why so many seniors feel this way. It's something no one talks about, but it affects almost everyone. Number 1, loss of purpose, when every day feels empty. Let's take a moment to imagine something. You've worked hard your entire life. Decades of waking up early, going to work, meeting deadlines, and feeling the satisfaction of a job well done. Then one day it all stops. No more schedules, no more responsibilities, no one depending on you. At first, it feels like freedom. But as the days turn into months, something changes. You wake up in the morning, and for the first time in years, you have nowhere to be. No tasks waiting for you. Just an endless stretch of time. At first, it might feel relaxing, but eventually, a question starts creeping in. What am I supposed to do now? This is the hidden struggle of retirement that no one warns you about. Work gave life structure. It gave you a reason to get up, to interact with people, to feel valuable. Without it, many seniors find themselves lost, struggling to find a new sense of purpose. Studies show that people who lack a clear sense of purpose in retirement are more likely to experience depression, cognitive decline, and even physical health problems. But here's the good news. Purpose isn't tied to a paycheck. It's tied to meaning. The key to overcoming this is to find new ways to contribute, to create, to engage. Some people find it in volunteering, others in mentoring younger generations. Some start hobbies that turn into passions. The important thing is to wake up each day with something to look forward to. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one activity or passion that gives your life meaning? Drop it in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire. And if you're still searching for that purpose, don't worry. We have more to discuss, and the next reason might surprise you. Number 2, social isolation, the silent killer. Let's talk about something that affects millions of seniors, yet often goes unnoticed: loneliness. Imagine this. You used to be surrounded by people every day. Whether it was co-workers, family, or friends, there was always someone to talk to, laugh with, or simply share a moment. But as the years pass, things change. Friends move away. Loved ones pass. Family members get busy with their own lives. And suddenly, the phone stops ringing. The invitations become rare. The silence in the house becomes deafening. This isn't just a sad reality, it's a dangerous one. Studies show that social isolation is as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It increases the risk of heart disease, dementia, and even early death. The human brain is wired for connection. When we don't get enough social interaction, our mental and physical health suffer in ways we don't even realize. So what's the solution? It starts with intentional connection. Waiting for others to reach out isn't enough. You have to take the first step. Whether it's joining a local group, attending a senior center, reconnecting with old friends, or even learning to use technology to stay in touch, staying socially active isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. Now, here's a question for you. When was the last time you had a truly meaningful conversation? If it's been too long, make today the day you change that. Call an old friend. Send a message. Or if you're looking for ideas, drop a comment below. We can brainstorm together. And speaking of staying connected, The next reason seniors struggle after 75 is something many don't even realize is happening to them. Number 3, cognitive decline, when your mind betrays you. Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that simple things feel harder. You walk into a room but forget why you went there. You struggle to find the right word in a conversation. Names, dates, even daily routines start slipping through your fingers. At first, you brush it off, just a senior moment. But over time, it happens more often. And deep down, a quiet fear starts to grow. Am I losing myself? Cognitive decline is one of the biggest challenges seniors face, yet it often goes unnoticed until it becomes serious. Research shows that after age 75, the risk of memory problems, slower thinking, and even dementia increases significantly. And here's the shocking part. Many seniors don't realize that depression and cognitive decline are closely linked. Feeling isolated, lacking purpose, and not engaging your brain can actually accelerate mental decline. But here's the truth. Your brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. The good news is you can fight back. Studies show that keeping your mind active through learning, puzzles, reading, and even social interaction can slow cognitive decline. Something as simple as picking up a new hobby, learning a language, or even having deep conversations can keep your brain sharp for years to come. So let me ask you this. What's one new skill or hobby you've always wanted to try but never had the time for? Drop it in the comments. It's never too late to start. And coming up next, we're going to tackle something that affects nearly every senior but is rarely talked about. Number 4, loss of independence, when life feels out of control. Let's imagine a typical day in your 50s or 60s. You wake up, make your own coffee, drive wherever you need to go, handle your responsibilities, and live life on your terms. Now fast forward a couple of decades. Suddenly, your body doesn't move the way it used to. Driving becomes stressful. Stairs feel steeper. Everyday tasks like cooking, cleaning, or even getting dressed take more effort. For many seniors over 75, this gradual loss of independence is one of the hardest emotional battles they face. It's not just about physical limitations. It's about losing control over your own life. Having to rely on others for simple tasks can feel frustrating, even humiliating. And when mobility decreases, people start going out less, socializing less, and feeling like a burden. This can quickly lead to isolation and, ultimately, depression. But here's what most people don't realize. Losing independence isn't inevitable. Yes, aging brings challenges, but there are ways to stay in control of your own life for as long as possible. Regular physical activity, strength training, and even simple balance exercises can make a massive difference. Staying active isn't just about looking good. It's about keeping your body strong enough to maintain freedom. Another key factor? Asking for help before it's too late. Many seniors wait until they have a serious fall or a major health crisis before making changes. But the earlier you adapt, whether it's modifying your home, using assistive devices, or accepting help with certain tasks, the longer you can maintain your independence in other areas. So let's talk about it. What's one thing you do to stay physically or mentally independent? Share it in the comments. Your tip might inspire someone else to take action. And coming up next, we're going to uncover a surprising factor that can silently drain happiness after 75. Number 5, grief and loss, when every goodbye hurts more. Picture this. You sit down in your favorite chair, a cup of tea in your hands, and suddenly, a memory flashes through your mind. A conversation with your best friend. A laugh shared with your spouse. A family gathering filled with voices that are now just echoes. One of the hardest parts of aging isn't just watching time pass. It's watching people you love fade away. After 75, loss becomes a painful reality. Friends pass. Siblings pass. Sometimes even a spouse. The world starts to feel emptier, and even when surrounded by family, there's a quiet loneliness that no one else seems to understand. Grief doesn't just cause sadness. It can lead to deep depression, social withdrawal, and even physical health decline. Studies show that the death of a close loved one significantly increases the risk of illness and mental health struggles in seniors. Some call it broken heart syndrome, and for many, it's very real. But here's something important. Grief doesn't mean forgetting. Healing doesn't mean moving on. It means moving forward while carrying their memory with you. One of the most powerful ways to cope with loss is to keep connections alive, sharing stories, honoring traditions, and even finding new ways to give back in their honor. And remember, you don't have to go through grief alone. Support groups, therapy, or even just opening up to a friend can make a difference. Talking about loss doesn't make it worse. It makes it easier to carry. Now, let me ask you, is there someone you've lost who left a lasting impact on your life? Share something about them in the comments. Keeping their memory alive is one of the greatest honors we can give. Coming up next, we'll discuss one of the most overlooked reasons seniors struggle with depression, and it's something you can start changing today. Number 6, physical health decline, when your body holds you back. Imagine waking up in the morning and realizing that simple things, getting out of bed, bending down to tie your shoes, even walking across the room, feel harder than they used to. The aches last longer. The energy fades faster. And slowly, without realizing it, your world starts to shrink. For many seniors, declining health isn't just about discomfort. It's about losing the ability to do the things that make life enjoyable. Maybe you used to love going for walks, but now your knees protest. Maybe cooking was once a joy, but now it feels like a chore. Maybe travel used to excite you, but now it just feels exhausting. When your body slows down, it can feel like life itself is slowing down with it. And here's where it gets dangerous. Physical health and mental health are deeply connected. Studies show that seniors dealing with chronic pain, mobility issues, or illnesses like diabetes and heart disease are at much higher risk for depression. When you don't feel well, you don't want to go out. You don't want to socialize. You don't want to engage in life the way you used to. And slowly, that isolation leads to sadness, loneliness, and even hopelessness. But here's the good news. You have more control over this than you think. Yes, aging brings challenges, but there are ways to fight back. Regular movement, even just light stretching or chair exercises, can help maintain mobility. Strength training can keep muscles strong. Eating well can give you more energy. And seeking medical care before problems get worse can make a world of difference. So, let me ask you, what's one thing you do to take care of your body as you age? Share it in the comments. Your routine might inspire someone else to take better care of themselves. Now, in our final section, we're going to talk about something that affects every senior, yet so few people prepare for it. Number 7, lack of meaningful goals, when the future feels empty. Imagine this. You're 30 years old, and life is filled with milestones. Career goals, raising a family, learning new skills, traveling. Every year brings something new to strive for, something to look forward to. Now, fast forward to 75. What's left to achieve? What's left to look forward to? For many seniors, this is the unspoken challenge of aging. Without clear goals, the future can feel empty. There are no more promotions to chase, no children to raise, no major life events to plan. The days start to blend together, and before you know it, you feel like you're just existing instead of truly living. But here's something most people don't realize. You're never too old for new goals. They just look different at this stage in life. Maybe it's learning a new skill, writing a book, mentoring younger generations, exploring a new hobby, setting a fitness goal, even something as simple as planning a trip, joining a club, or starting a passion project can bring back that sense of excitement and purpose. Studies show that seniors who actively set and pursue goals experience higher levels of happiness, better cognitive health, and even longer life expectancy. The mind and body thrive when they have something to work toward. So, let's make this real. What's one goal, big or small, that you still want to achieve? Drop it in the comments. Whether it's learning to paint, traveling to a new place, or even making a new friend, it's never too late to dream. Now, as we wrap this up, let's talk about how to bring everything together and truly change your life after 75. So, now we know why so many seniors feel depressed after 75. Loss of purpose, social isolation, cognitive decline, reduced independence, grief, physical health struggles, and a lack of meaningful goals. These challenges are real, but here's the most important thing I want you to take away from this video. Aging doesn't have to mean fading away. Yes, life changes after 75, but that doesn't mean it loses its value. You are still here. You still have purpose. The key is to actively shape the life you want instead of letting circumstances shape it for you. Find new ways to contribute, stay socially connected, keep your mind and body engaged, and set new goals. But here's the truth. None of this happens by accident. It happens by choice. By small daily decisions to engage instead of withdraw, to seek help instead of struggle alone, to embrace what's still possible instead of focusing on what's been lost. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these struggles have you faced the most? And what's one thing you're doing to change it?